Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV.
Tension is said to be mounting heavily back in Senegal following a chilling report of a Senegalese national who was lured into Kumasi, Ghana, kidnapped and gruesomely murdered. What led to this horrifying acts remain unknown, but authorities are said to be working around the clock to track down to apprehend those behind this brutal crime. Tonight, the Frontline goes inside out, uncovering the chilling details, the silence, networks, and of course the questions crying out for answers. Plus, former First Lady Mrs. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings passed on. I am Kweku Anan. Of course, we're coming to you live tonight. This is the Weekend Frontline, coming to you live from the very HQ here in the studios of our CTV. Across dozens are getting the feed tonight. Let's, of course, begin with our very own. The feed is on 88.1 FM. Of course, in Western Region, the broadcasting on Tadi 99.1 FM. Across the borderlines, in London, the program is broadcasting on GOB, on modernghana.com and TuneIn. Still on GOB. They are flipping it on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. The information super dial tonight is moving on the Frontline Ghana, the Frontline Ghana. And please subscribe to this very channel. Quite sure maybe next week we may have our original line, which is CTVGH, definitely be back. We can add all of it, so those of you who are much more interested in watching online definitely will have it. But of course, subscribe to the Frontline Ghana as well, because that's where we are working, or that's where the internet is blazing. Folks, tonight I welcome all viewers here in Ghana and around the world. It's the Weekend Frontline, the very biggest investigative magazine show in the whole of Ghana. Tonight we are on board. We are connecting all regional capitals tonight. We are starting from Upper East, West, Northern region, of course descending to Ashanti region capital, Kumasi, Eastern region tonight have just lifted it up. They are lifting it up in Brong-Ahafo, and of course the nation's capital, Accra, has lifted it up all the way to Volta region, to Central region and Western region, plus the 6 regional capitals. This is the Frontline, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. Tonight, we're coming to you live from this very studio here. What do I have for you? It's a special edition we title The Senegal Connection. Now, many of you know and now know well. Sometime just this week, news broke, breaking news came out that a Senegal national who was lured into this country by his own colleagues came in what is known to be that of coming to sign an agreement into one of the sports disciplines, perhaps football, if I may say, because details still continue to be sketchy as we continue to, as it were, do the build up. Now, this gentleman by name Chet Tuare came, and for whatever bizarre circumstances, mysteriously was kidnapped, and after kidnap led to what? Murder. This guy has been gruesomely murdered in Ashanti region, a Senegal national. Folks, this issue is causing a major stir, controversy within, and tension is said to be what? Brewing in Senegal, especially where the Ghanaian communities, as it were, barely 24 to 48 hours now. Well, we do not know what is going to happen in the next couple of days, perhaps, what Senegal people will be doing to, the Ghanaians living there. Their reason, perhaps, to do anything untoward is the very fact that, yes, this guy was here, was on the Ghanaian soil, was kidnapped, and then later on, he's been killed. Who killed him and why? Folks, you know what? The Frontline show remain the only investigative magazine show tonight to have gotten all multiple angles to what brought this guy here. 2, who kidnapped him? 3, and why? We have all the answers for you tonight. Exclusive edition coming tonight, and you don't have to miss it. Yes. We have our correspondents all, monitoring the situations, and of course, if time permits, we'll definitely speak to our correspondents, but we have all the information here for you tonight. Multiple sources to this issue is really, pretty fascinating, developments of this angle coming. You don't have to miss it. Still on the bill as of yesterday, barely 24 hours now. Ghanaians all over here and around the world, plus myself. I think it's not been an easy thing. Let me speak for myself. As of yesterday all until today, it's been a very difficult time when the news broke that Mrs. Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings has passed on at the age of 76 years. And it is a heartbreaking. When former President Rawlings passed on, I didn't feel it that much than Mrs. Rawlings. You will know one way or the other how close I was to the Rawlingses. And I'll tell you quickly. My political journalism was also, let me put it this way, was influenced by the Rawlingses. Yes. My political journalism, all the way then I entered into what? Investigative journalism. Was influenced by this family. So there's a lot. I really have to hold myself for tonight's program. It is, and I have to. Yes. I can tell you how many funerals that I attended and I wept so bitterly. One among all was my dad. When my dad died, I wept badly because of the relationship between myself and my dad. And the next is Mrs. Rawlings, passed yesterday. And it's been a very, very heartbreaking. Folks, so tonight we will do our best to eulogize Mrs. Rawlings, perhaps Mr. Rawlings. And I'm going to tell you a small history about this country, what the Rawlingses have done for this nation called Ghana. Whether you appreciate it, you don't, that's not my business. But whether we like it or not, Ghanaians would have to embrace one thing. And that thing is the fact that, yes, under the 4th Republican Constitution, Mr. Rawlings began as a dictator and ended as a Democrat. And that's, I will tell you, it's absolutely unequivocation. Nothing changes it. It is on his shoulders this country continued to run this politicking that you and I. It's not same elsewhere, but this is what we have. How far and to what extent do you think we have appreciated the Rawlingses? See, people were sponsored, including media giants, were sponsored to vilify the Rawlingses, to a large extent. And you know them, the likes of the Kweku Bakons were engineered, were powered, were sponsored to vilify, to crash down the Rawlingses. Yes, this is where we are. Finally, they're all gone. So what next? Folks, tonight, we're coming to do something special. Of course, I'm going to give you some sights and sounds. Also, at the backyard of the Nigerian crisis, the very tight between Ghana and Nigeria, something is coming tonight. Of course, I said on Wednesday. On Wednesday, the Frontline goodbye this case, and we thank many Ghanaians who, of course, have been following this issue and all of that. But I think from Wednesday all until, and from the night of Wednesday all to Thursday morning, Friday, the kind of people who have spoken, me haven't seen this before. People have spoken a lot, so much. Many of such persons I hold so much respect for, and I cherish them. I believe in them, and they believe in us. They trust what we can do and what we are capable of doing. And I still urge that, Kweku, you know what? Like one time, the old man Rollins would say his things, right? Ghana is a nation many are proud, are proud to die for. So we should know whether we must be proud to die for this nation or otherwise. It's not worth dying for, whichever way you look at it. This is your ministry, so continue to carry the ministry. A lot of people have spoken. So folks, we are here to still maintain the core sign of this Ghana-Nigerian tie, and we'll continue. And so the signal to indicate that yes, we aren't ready to give up and we are not going to shine off the Ghana-Nigerian tie. It's what tonight we are beginning with this gruesome murder of this Senegal national. Folks, a lot is coming tonight. You simply have to brace yourself. Look, when it comes to this issue, the Frontline is sitting. We are on top. Tonight we are giving you part 1 of our special edition. On Monday, we will go deeper into this murder was the case. Folks, let's get started. And I agree. Somewhere that person and say Senegal, a brand here, you couldn't ya. Quite bad, so fast you do kuno. One of the boss Abrana, any monkey count. And some funny na any answers in your Ikuta, the Frontline crew. Our correspondents are one more shuttle between Senegal and their base brought every minute detail, serious one, and we are going to show all of it tonight. Quite ben suntinema abranti yekuni ayayasa. Yeah. Yeka say as of 24 to 48 hours, Senegal minimum aye beja pa. Senegal for ye ni pebi omo de nsam checha sa o. Womo ye ni pe womo ye hija pa. I think say if not, I don't know which country benefited from the whole of the African region. Senegal for ye gidi pa. Now womunya bre rough. Epeso mubura the Ghanaian community. But there are some people also working to ensure say attacks we anything. And woman him say enye Ghana for any years sir. Ebinimu susu ehuni say one particular nationals be have gained the notoriety of kidnapping and killing. Say some of these Nigerian guys wherever they are. And to almost susu green say enye Ghana for any years sir. But be that as it may, tonight we are opening this very case, and then you know where everything is going, folks. To brace yourself about this Senegal medaway, Abrante Bahase Obabe signed an agreement to be into one of the football, into this very football discipline way. And I'm near there. Ekuria say, Wababe Jini Pete Wukwa. It is serious. Yebe Dumo Sukwana. Big one. Still on the bill. Now, Ubienim. Mrs. Nana Kunedo Ajman Rollins, Adana Benkumso. Yabeshe and Nimibika cry the better from Ediama Ibusuawe. Right? So, brace yourself. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister. We sit together, we think, and make a sense of it all. Tonight, the Frontline show is across every corner of the globe, including, say, social media, and say, even call YouTube, one particular area. I will urge you to check the flow of this transmission of this program is on your Go TV, particularly on channel 21, I guess. So, Oko Go TV, so I check it, channel 21, and click it. CTV, it was live. Maybe Biano added an aquemo a day. Come on. Great folks, Sanadri, Yes, up next, a Ghana Speaks Proudly brought to you by Biogas Expert for Afene Kunewie, and the Maminu Ninkomo Enfa Adibia. Me believe in Sencha, what I ready, Sir Vincent, Bria Kea. Na kabrika criminal dine dear, just an hour pahontama. Inti adia ba kwa aka obey your dining air deben state of the art kitchen. State of the art kitchen air biogas for ijuma. A bra ye sit down we cranu na ya pam kitchen papa bisa and na ushe was screening see. Papa state of the art kitchen no. Treze aye adia ebe boa pa ma chese wetimi ehu bibia eni so kama wate. And enti bomodia na yeden na contact a biogas expert engineers no na wonomu intimi enye den emwa o ma bibia enye kama mesro memfa nya akwadjoro state of the art kitchen ye be pam kitchen biara ope any form anyhow style bia said ye ope no ye ben fe e de ama wate na aye kama eno eda nchen am che no so se igusu aye kasa kirehwe Ghana water for Eddie Asem Kese Ababeto ho na se wate se wonte ye asema Ghana water for na can say enjo me de na me papa ye Ghana water peninti minim the inside out of Ghana water se me kan tie nyesa agro wo mo pa kire say ane the state of your galam say no be bi edro no si ade enhwa nsuo ni na machines na Ghana water for Eddie pompi nsuo no ni na wo ma be shutting down die binti because our water bodies across all regions, districts, communities, all water bodies are heavily polluted. Okay? Na ba ko mo kan kra e de areho eja ye pa na mo amunim no e wo hemfa konyaako water no nsuo no agona konyaako nsuo no asai preko pe kire se nsuo a ye no in the 70s ensuo ni na galamsey ewure mu ma chese konyaako water works ensuo ni na asai nti enche ye be shate machines ni eno na ma biogas for chiro ze ma yemra ntem to ni embetu boholi bi enfema we boholi a yebetu ama we ye tu the amount se be ya obetumi anya ensuo papa bi nso anom ewo wa wo fie si ye tu wo fie a ene ye tu the amount ema wenya nsuo ayeden anoma wo ho ato kama ebiom monso a yemfa ne se motwa blocks ana bi kra afi na yesi udan no edan na yesi no ye be si dan no wo kwan ben so de bia na wo de tanker akotwe nsuo e wo ba bi na wo de aba na yeso no a waste of time nti de betimi aya mo ane se ma yema yemfidie yemfemra na yemetu boho ni bi ma kese pa ye tu o site ho no am. You no longer have to go and pull water from a source. And once a borehole, no, any idea, be mounted tank, at the amount near trains you need gumama, now the year. This for me will help a lot and will position everything. Guys, but more than near two soon be female, that intimate dear we you who be a say, we block factory, say yes, you die or say, a bebo, Emma Nioma, 80 I kama power. What's it? I inti Shannon so na Bibiano ended nakwemu kama okay you there then guys mama me run birthday we and the first birthday me no ekoma Vanessa Akosua Kunedu Boache Vanessa Akosua Kunedu Boache aka First Lady on fan into screen is ono da suno First Lady Mwapa Nyasem Kuma na wohwe nso a ne kwasem nie we First Lady ampa ane wohwe mu ana je First Lady papa enti Vanessa Akosua Kunedu Boache aka First Lady odini birthday papa kese pa chese emu party a pimpan so ede ba no Nyasem Kuma merei we legon oye ne dwuma bia detana kwemu a woye no kama pa yi enti mesramo uhunu ba bia no wo se eye Vanessa Akosua Boache na edi ne birthday no wonim ne nso ana wa friend no na chese wa wish no happy birthday. So Vanessa, continue to enjoy this your holiday your birthday week And my prayer is God continue to protect you, guide you, shield you, lift you up from the grace you are enjoying to another grace. Okay? Yes. And the birthday no ana ugusu we didn't enjoy it. Ma Linda, Eba Abakai, Vanessa. God bless you and power to you and enjoy it. Next on the bill, happy glorious birthday to Odai Ebenezer, who works at the airport. May God richly bless you. Bless your new age with massive grace, more money, long life, and prosperity. Be blessed from Credible. And we jam suno odaswono. Odai Ebenezer, we eat more airport. Mira Credible say, min kanchiro say, birthday no continue enjoy it. Papa na emom ne mpaye ne say, onyankopon ebebo sika ede aba wonsem adom nhira nko a eni enije eye wodia wate na bibia no enye kama ewo wakwemu na nina no etimi ejina yie na bibia aye kama news coming in. There's a news coming in. But I'll see if I have to put the news out there. You better say the no. But folks, I mean, if I read the politics of today. Fetch me anyhow. Tonight I'm running the show, okay? We couldn't know. It's one of those. But as I said, you be Senegal, you be Kumasi. Ne ya hwe kwan fa so abranti yeyi ne kra ne nkwa efiri ho ya the whole Ghana no Frontline show and ye work on the beat aye be chewa the kwan course. Still tonight we'll give you some sights and sounds of the Nigerians as we speak. The national security for amiati as say investigation na no mugusu no wo mugusu ye investigations no ma na wie no mu wie a ya ba be bisa questions ne deda say anso wono ba be wie emo the report ama Ghana for yehu investigation de koduru ya na ebiom wono ashe investigation ase anaso omo nhye ase Wednesday ye baby sasa ansem nya Wednesday na Ghana for bi ma ebufuo ba program no so no ye baby sasa ansem we na. And we are still, like I said earlier, right after the show on Wednesday, penifo bi akasa ye mintimi mu omanimtia mintimi emfasa penifo no sebe mpreduasa emfo mano enwo fom womo de America tuo pa ene bai se kwaku sorry dwuma no a woye no wo ya ma oman Ghana se mu nipa enye mu nipa oman ni esunsum ekua Ghana or ye namesake e down papa say ye dwuma no fema no ebra Ghana mpanimfo ama kwan ma manfrafo abetena oman hyebre so ene oman kraso no the likes of you ene Dr. Hassan Ayaga ene ese mutu sa no nti sorry say dem mpanimfo no kasa e bia no metimi aka no mo ka e kan no nti kwaku woni wo kriu no stem nkoso na Nigeria for nsemi ye mfemra nti ranom decision no ya twen asan ye be koso aye makacho. This is my ministry, my ministry of journalism. Enti medwuma na meye no se woti ase wonti ase a wonti ase ne weyi weni na ode na maye medwuma ba memma me ha ya dwene sa no memma me ha ya dwene okay memma me ha ya dwene ne bibia nkoso. Tonight, politics of today, we begin. We are grappling with a deeply disturbing story of a young man, a Senegalese national, we are told was lured into Kumasi, Ghana, under the pretense of signing a sports agreement. But what seemed like a professional agreement turned out to be a deadly trap, a cruel that ended his life. Tonight, we go beyond the headlines to uncover the truth behind this tragic deception. Abranti said a earlier no oba say one mobile signing agreement you say football team ben and on one mobile or your goalkeeper. So me new football team kwa One more bedi sansa wuswe ana said den said den abrante abeje sebe nimpate wu ewa but anamoto de you tune it den you tune it den anadwi the whole Ghana platform we pen ye de sa asem no mu no kre e de ebrel intisana etie. But before we proceed, Ghana was hit with sad news on Thursday afternoon. The passing of former First Lady Mrs. Nana Kunedu Agyeman-Rawlings. The news of her death has sent waves of sorrow across the nation, stirring pain and uncertainty in many political circles. Tonight, when said Ghana Nibia Ate, the passing of Mrs. Kunedu Agyeman-Rawlings with Frimo. Ti akoye arehosem ene bibia odwene ho awonti ase nanso owo de obi no kana sem say death is inevitable journey that all of us would embark upon one day in our lives. Yenhwem foni kakre ebra asem ni sie ene mpinifo ene the children of the Rawlingses etnasie and a breaking news in a moment. Take a listen to this.
Name is Oneba Akwesi Abeye, Utu4 Accord for him from Manchia Palace and head of the farm. Earlier this morning, Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Agyeman-Rawlings felt unwell and was subsequently admitted at the Ridge Hospital. Unfortunately, she passed. His Excellency the President was subsequently informed accordingly, and Utu4 Osetu Segara Santene was also informed. His Excellency the President has caused an official statement to be made confirming Nana Kunedu's death. At this stage, the family is obviously in mourning and will crave your indulgence to give us some privacy. All further notices will be relayed by the government. Thank you very much.
Appreciate what you do for us all the time. One individual, Emily. Did I get your name right? Yes, Emily. Emily, I love you, okay? I love you so much. And what you do for this platform. Emily, you are such a great person. Mr. Mark, you are speaking in certain parables. Good. Mr. Mark, thank you very much for, let me mention some few names here. And the things you're doing. Principe Danny, yes, I'm sure, I don't know if Konfu or Yawana. God bless you for that's Prince Daniel. Prince Daniel, let me drop a shout out for you. You are in Spain. God bless you so much. And what's your name? Mr. Asante, you are also in Germany. Asante, Germany. God bless you. And Nestena, also London. And of course, Big Bro, Enoch. God bless all of you. And the very support you through to this platform. Yes. Mark, you are there. Great guys. Yes, Michael Hubert. Thank you very much. And then Audrey D. I also online so yes, and DB Mosumo online so. God bless all of you. Okay, God bless all of you. I know, say you all understand. I say yes, we are humans, and and what we go through, the very emotional side of us, and me, Kweku here in particular, it's in my DNA to see me do what I'm doing, and I have no spirit of fear, neither the spirit of uncertainty. I am real. I'm a realist. But my emotions into my downwards is also just at the blink of something. Yeah. Now, and I thank all of you, the tributes for the Rawlinses. Folks, I'll tell you a short story about this. If many of you recall the Fonka games those days, and there was a whole tide between the Rawlins factions and then the Mills faction some years back. Yeah. I'm not an NDC. I don't even have their card, and I don't know how I should own their card. Not the MPP. But Kweku, those who know that this guy, I have call it the DNA of the Rawlins. And I remember, there was a story I did some time ago, not even on radio. I was in another radio station as a discussions. And then, at the time of Professor Mills, enemy blew story be out. Then, at the time, Kweku Anyidoho was the director of communication, sent for the CID, the BNI, to go and arrest Kweku Annan. And guys, guess what happened? I took to my heels and then I went somewhere, and guys, later on, I went to the CID headquarters under the directive of Edupoku in Ebusiafo. Mr. and Mrs. Rawlins in Ibrea Pai. Smart Kofi Adam said, Omra Meshe Cynthia, Yedaso Yedemiashe, Yamfamian to move, but I was detained there. Z and a bra Kofi Adams by and nature said, Yaya arrangements, ma, to say, semi P. Police, if we near break, say order from above from where Kweku Anyidoho. Kweku Anyidoho, no yet director, Emma Professor Mills. Ejina CID for the council, den say, Queen Biasona, say you to me punishment. Why? Is it, and that's politics for you. I know that the Rawlinses gained that notoriety in many things within the circles of NDC. Then at a point, there was a bad blood. Some of us who love the Rawlinses and again not to become members of NDC became, call it haters. We had unto ourselves bad nuts. So, and when Kofi Adams came, everything had been sorted out. Say no memoir, na CID for no charge me. One the charge me say the criminal code, section 185, saying what? False reports injuring the reputation of the state. And ye charge me treason. Say reports na be 2 granum was a treasonable offense report, and therefore I must be what? I must be charged under that. Now the treason to us wa some ketwa. The next morning, na daily guide, na me picture, and that was the very first of it. My image came out. Yeah. The very first time I Kweku na me image about front page of a newspaper. Yeah. Na di ntina we be charge a journalist under treasonable offense. Say the treasonable offense means treasonable offense is what by firing squad or life imprisonment. Just because I reported something. Just because some of us believe in the ideologicals of the Rawlinses. Like I said earlier, today, the Rawlinses are gone. There were people who were made to vilify them and to destroy their image. But whether that's they will succeed or not to succeed, we continue to enjoy the Fourth Republican Constitution. Like I said, this Constitution way until see a best science, all the governments we've had continue to enjoy the 1992 Constitution, which we continue to question that when and how are we going to change it and amend it. And many things in the constitution, all the presidents who have come, including John Mahama in power, continue to enjoy certain privileges. And it's saying, when the president is in power, you cannot drag him to court. When the president is out of power until 3 years, we free power no, to say Akufo-Addo, we free power, untimi fa Akufo-Addo in court. Just 3 years after. All of this, take it, say, it was a military era. Any years, sir. And I'm penny for no mabana woman technocrats na woman 7 periods woman almost so mako Harvard and omako no minim and to amend the constitution who said the woman who eniti omdenam almost a constitution that. Why? Because they know say they too they need what that provision to protect them. After the Rollins says and yemo mayo Ghana no Ghana for any ye nipa bonia yem pad the papenti like we're experiencing some of this. Because the spirit of this nation does not encourage neither say anything that is worthy of emulation and I say worthy of, no, that's the spirit of this nation. Mrs. Rawlings was behind the interstate law of 111. DNA law neka law ne say the any year law be say kaneno ente bema ye dwuma bre no waye ne japade ne one ne yira ye japade no bema ni free mu a na ebusuafo aba ya be say japade ne na ye de ko eno so ase ne sen. The Rawlinses cut short all of this and then nipa no wu a e ne ebusuafo japade sema ho hwew wo de ane twere ho a hwe boni a nipa edietia oman Ghana. 2 presidents, and I'm going to tell you a short history. 2 presidents, and Ghana for yadwin say, ye bedi wo bone in spite of say they meant to do things and do it right, you know. Now bo on my Ghana nankasa no. No. We Ghanaians feel say no, let's help outsiders to come and destroy the nation. Whilst the vision of those presidents, you know, they meant it well for this country. Iti enenya wonwa me be show history. Enya wonwa say we sit here and amanfrafo bi abetra Ghana ha. The leadership of this country from Jayakufo Besi Braye Kase would just allow and appreciate that those foreigners should be given premium much more than the citizens of this nation. Enti enya wonwa say Chukwudi Jude sit here, blow his nose out, blow his mouth and say all sorts of things to Ghanaians, and he doesn't even care. Why? Because he has a certain politicians in this country ready to embrace him much more than to embrace you and I. And it's something that started way back, not today. So it's not surprise to us for why and how foreigners could gain access to this country, and your leadership don't even care to sell the sovereignty, the integrity, and the credibility of this nation to foreigners. Yeah. It started with what? The first president of this republic, Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. In his quest to what? Gain independence for this country. Ghana was the first country in the south of the Saharan African continent to have gained our independence. Shortly after the independence, what happened? Spirit of gloom, despondency, and moral decadence become a commonplace. Nkrumah said, no, this independence alone is not enough unless he connects it to the entire African region as a sovereign continent. Guess what happened? Your Western world, who believes in all forms of democracy, Kwame Nkrumah's crime, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's crime to the Western world was just for the fact that he wanted to unite the entire Africa. What did they do? The US sponsored their international intelligence agency, the CIA, came and collaborated with what? Ghanaian officials. That's number one. The first crime ever committed, the very first crime of Ghanaians, listen, Bonika Sia Umpeninfo, Ejedi Omeya, Ghana Peninfo, any amanfrafobi, Ekabomu, so Moba say, oh, man, a shall say, no. It's a many surprise. Why such persons like Chukwudi and then Omuti Asaseswa sabi wo mu din kwasiasem a wo mu dwene wan yeye umpenifo na ton man ne deda. It started with Kwame Nkrumah. And when the CIA jumps in at that time, now Kwame Nkrumah is in the bond and saying Kwame Nkrumah's crime was just to cause the unity of Africa. But the question again, fundamentally, some of you should be asking the Western world. What is it that the Western world believes in? They said they believe in democracy. So if the Western world believes in democracy, what crime would Kwame Nkrumah commit by way of uniting the entire Africa as a region? And this is what they don't want, because they don't want the unity of Africa. Yet they are there preaching all about democracy. So when I tell you that democracy is an animal and an alien to the African context, some of you don't understand it. Yeah. Democracy in you. They came and used our own, the Kotokes, the Winam, the General Akosia Mankwa, a free first and whatnot. And they ousted Kwame Nkrumah from power. Kwame Nkrumah has to make his way to Guinea-Conakry. He was accepted and became a bosom of the Guineans. What about Ghanaians? Ghanaians who were there simply ready to sell the consciousness, the sovereignty, the integrity, the credibility of this nation to foreign powers. Come and kill one of our own who is leading us, and they don't even care. This is the first crime they committed to this nation. They don't care. Fast forward, moving to Rawlings, the same thing. The same Western powers, in their quest to topple the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, the AFRC, then to that of the Provisional National Defense Council, PNDC. Guess what happened? The CIA, the same CIO, had sent their people here. One of the CIA top officer, called what? Sharon Greenidge. Sharon Greenidge entered Ghana and was given a specific task to say, monitor the government of wine. Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, non-sending information back home in Langley, the CIA headquarters. Now, when the woman came, she was almost on top of everything. But Rawlings, together then with the then National Security Officer, Captain Kojo Chikata, knew what the Western world were all up to. Captain Kojo Chikata had one of his spy chiefs called Susudis. Susudis, a cousin to Rawlings. And guess what? Susudis was one of the mastercraft when it comes to spying. Susudis got in touch with this young, beautiful African-American called Sharon Greenidge. And there is something we call in intelligence gathering called honey trap. Susudis apply what you call honey trap and then had this lady, all to her chest. Ghana for Munimadi is here. Right there, as the movement started, Sharon Greenidge started downloading Susudis all the information about what the CIA was planning to overthrow the Rawlings government. To the extent that the CIA, together with their army and whatnot, were at the shores of Ghana's territorial waters, ready to pounce in. And right there, Susudis called on Kojo Chikata and debriefed him all about this intelligence. Right there. And Captain Kojo Chikata is a well-known, a mastercraft military officer who has built a huge, platform within the African region in all types of guerrilla fightings, military intelligence and whatnot. And today, he also relayed the intelligence to Ghana's international partners within the communist bloc. The first information went to where? Havana, where Fidel Castro, then to the Eastern Bloc, Russia, and many Ghana's international. You see, it was like a Cold War, how then Ghana would break in between the Eastern Bloc and then the Western world. Adiana CIA person, won't be two Rawlings are binding. Ghana for the second time, when the woman gave all this information, then comes Ghanaian collaborators to ensure, say, you be two Rawlings are binding were in their numbers. Professors, doctors, politicians, and what have you, ready to sell this nation's sovereignty to foreign powers, and they don't even care. US. A quenya fast so or me etiminya ni nice jina and the Rollins and America channel. It's a whole lengthy history. I'm just me tututum e de amam wetie. Enti se mo huni pe bi se weinom amanfrafo wenimu bitete ha. Na wo mu din kwase asemo ha America channel say wo man no wo mpanimfo aton man ne that and they continue to sell the nation and they don't even care. At that time, guess what happened? Oh? The US CIA headquarters, Langley, and who said no, intelligence is being compromised. Sharon Greenwich was called back home to Langley. And then they assessed her through what you call polygraph. And who said no, she has compromised intelligence. Straight up, they call her back home. And that is how the CIA top intelligence program to oust the Rawlings administration got foiled. And it's one of the very, very serious intelligence failure in the history of the CIA. Guess what? Now they have to mastermind another operation. And Susidis now travel to US. Or travel through US. US government news that Susidis has arrived. So, in the same, modus operandi we call the honey trap. Susidis arrived, and then the woman, when we program it said, Oma Susidis and get it closer. At the time Susidis got to the soil, woman Efre Susidis said, Omra Momunim Komobi. Of course, so what's up? What's up, right? Ebra Susidis Edru Mamini not unknown to Susidis. The US FBI have corded the entire house. And of course, the news got to Chairman Rawlings. Guess what? That was where Captain Kojoji Carter, who was then the National Security Chief, under him was the then defunct BNI, and made the BNI operatives went and arrested all those Ghanaian collaborators who are here, sitting here and selling their country's image to foreigners. They were here doing what you call espionage. So, Bonia, penny be and you see the tradition continues. The US government had no option than to reduce this. Susidis was sentenced to 20 years. They have to reduce the sentence. And by way of doing that, the Rawlings administration also has to release the Ghanaian CIA counterpart. So almost Ghana for Yempio back. Omonko to America. Says Anna Mopera Monko. Someone said a mumpeni for Ebesia Tom Mumai Enumiam. A yare hosem. Okay? And ever since, they be a Makachi. Say, look, under the Fourth Republic, there's no government. Right from Rawlings free, so I pay Kufuor Betna, so I pay and a Ghana for Nya Kase this year, and a Kabmen Kebin Kwasiakika, and a Jimmy. The whole of the Ghanaian political airspace, media, poised with foolishness. And massive what? Corruption. A daylight robbery. Anyhow, they don't care. Until after Rawlings, on my way, under corruption has deepened because they don't have any blueprint to what? To assess the levels of corruption and how to combat it. Until I better scratch my back, I scratch your back. Okay? Now, national service scandal here that way. Sika, or no say give to a warrior, no. Where dear Sika, or they are called to top properties. And millions and billions, my senior Isaac Adongo, billions. Qua. Wait, one minute, a foolish case. This is what MPP, NDC, after Rawlings, they continue to handle this country on this direction and giving access to foreigners to come and cause crime here, and they don't even care. Folks, we call short break. Me back. Ghana Speaks, of course, will continue. Stick and stay. I'll be right back.
Minha
Great folks, Meji Brepa na my mama a bit of history being to New Kakra. Yeah, what it? Yankupon Emfa Mr. and Mrs. Rollins Cra in C wherever they are. They are still there, they are alive in the spirit world. They are still there. Now, back in Nigeria, a new wave of controversy is unfolding. The court in Nigeria has officially banned the traditional title of Izindibo across several states following concerns that the title has been grossly abused by some individuals within the Igbo community, both within and abroad. Igbo mining Nigeria one court abane say sa edini efresi Izindibo I say duane bi din no obi ehun twitwa so including say di no omode ko amanone ekototo omo so no yentwitwa ni na so Nigerian court na e kasa asem. Listen to them carefully.
Delivering judgment, Justice Irabo traced a letter to the existing edicts of Edo State, stressing that settlers and non-indigenous in the state have no legal right to create or install a paramount traditional ruler, though cameras were not allowed into the courtroom. Proceedings went on smoothly. The judge, after citing relevant sections of the Constitution, described the proposed installation of an Eze Indingo in Edo State as an aberration and a violation of the tradition and legal framework of the state. Justice Irabo further noted that just as no Edo man can establish a parallel traditional ruler in the East, non-indigenous in the state have no authority to do same within the state. He emphasized that while the Nigerian Constitution promotes peaceful coexistence among all ethnic groups, such must not be contravene the laws and customs of the host communities. The court therefore ruled in favor of Edo Art and Cultural Heritage Institute, ECHI. Writing to the judgment, counsel to the plaintiff, Barrister Osaigi Obayuana, commended the court for what he described as a sound and professional verdict.
For anybody resident in Benin to bear that title, Eze Ndigbo of Benin or Eze Ndigbo of Edo State, was tantamount to diluting the supremacy of the title of Oba of Benin.
I want to also commend Justice Irabo for following the law due process. We started this case about 12 years ago, 2014.
There's a law guiding how chieftaincy and chief related issues are done in Edo State as it were. And that law must be adhered to. That's why we have sanity and tranquility in Edo State.
Back in Nigeria, still in Nigeria, a growing concern as a native has raised alarm over a disturbing discovery. According to him, a particular location he visited, almost everyone appeared to be wielding a weapon, yet the purpose of the arms remains unclear. Nigeria ni bisebisa nsem okura baby no okura on te say de bia memfa say bia maba cantonment ya nipa egu cantonment ya kutekutatuo how but onima de kon etu no mo de here and he is raising concerns but yenhwe sampa etuo ekutekute nipa die no mo de tuo no mo de here na wa obi wura bron no bi say ne nipa egu ho nya ekutatuo. What do you think is happening? Watch this carefully.
Please, my fellow Nigerian, what is happening here? Because in this video, I see everybody carrying gun. Or have government legalized gun for Nigeria? Tell us what you know about this. Because I don't even understand. Just watch. Don't watch alone. Please share.
Udre was saying, Nipa kutetuo everywhere. Wenimo, Nipa wenum, and ye no moba betna, and I say under ECOWAS treaty or protocol. Say, ye no me interrelate. Are we serious? Tensions again appear to be rising in Lagos State amid growing perception that members of the Igbo community are being marginalized. And this is why. Any baby can say yes. Igbo for enyadia ye mom kwan mom about Lagos State. Wo mom krom no. No be say din ena Igbo so yem pese wo mbe wura Lagos. E din na esie ena din so na e course way. Answers wo ho yenkotie answers no. Listen to this guys.
Igbos are no longer welcome in Lagos State, honestly. Lagos State government demolished 19 buildings in Trade Fair Market today. My question is, why are they destroying these buildings? Like, why? People's hard-earned money, people's sweats. Like, why? What is the reason? Hey, according to them, they said it was an illegal structure. Like, I don't understand. Who sold the land to them in the first place? Who collected the money? Yes, in the first place. You cannot sell lands to people. After many years, you come back and demolish their houses. Like, it doesn't
make sense. Obi kan we eyo momo asemo we eyo momo na mo betro. A young Ghanaian lady has advised her fellow citizens to better understand the essence of integration, reminding Ghanaians that as long as Ghana remains a signatory to the ECOWAS protocols, the treaties naturally comes with a full package of obligations and benefits, such as this. Ghana ni buy A2 Ghana for say hey. ECOWAS na yede e ho akodom no. Se wodo ho kodom a se woti ase se atede bebre wom ebiom esan so ye package. Package comes with a whole lot. Atede no bi na yede ma no ebi eye kama eye atede nso a ebebo wo man ne pa na. Atede ni bi ni sen. Yentie no. Listen.
Okay, since you want to enjoy ECOWAS and allow Nigerians to come into your country, remember, it comes with a Jet 2 holiday. And I'm going to list some of the things that you're going to be getting with the package. Okay? Number 1, kidnapping. Nigerians will help you destroy your name and tag Ghana as the #1 kidnapping country in the world. Just like they kidnapped this young Senegalese goalkeeper who was trying to fulfill his dream by coming to Ghana because some people text him. And now you see what has happened. And I pray for his family, my condolences to his family. We are very sorry, but it's not so Ghanaian. I don't know, you might know which country this comes from. And they are in Ghana plenty, so it is what it is. Number 2, scamming. You see, MTN. When you send money through MTN, the receiver does not receive it. Do you realize that? And then when you come here and come and sit on social media and come and MTN took my money, it's going to get worse. Get used to it. That's part of the package. Now with the scamming also, they are going to be scamming the YT people and they'll trace them all to Ghana. Ghana's name is attached. Okay? So it's coming. Now, there is also going to be robbery. Daylight robbery, whether you like it or not. When you're going to the bank and you tell them that you go to the bank, they will give them tip off and they will come for your money at the bank. So get ready for that. It's also coming. Graping is going to happen. A lot of people are going to experience graping, and it's not that I'm happy, but I'm telling you the things that you expect to happen in the country so that you prepare for that. Now you're also going to experience when you rent a room to them as a landlord, well, they are going to unalive you and take your house. That is also part of their lifestyle. It's a package. So what can you do? And also remember, there is going to be competition for everything. Like the nurses that are going to create Grenada, there is going to be Nigerians part of them. That one, I'm not the one saying it is part, because they are going to school in your country right now. Now they are paying huge sums of money to get into high schools and also in the nursing school. And the Ghanaians are not even getting access to their own resources. Can you imagine? You are allowing them. Keep bringing them in. Now, that parrot mouth guy, he's trying to get into the Ghana music industry. And then later on, he's going to tell you that he made it. He made Ghana a movie industry interesting. Wait for it, it's coming. Remember that your Ghana passport is not going to cross a flower border. And you know that it's not going to cross a flower border, so get ready for that. Now you are going to get the most corrupt leaders in the world.
Obobo bibia de amamum enti se mo peko asne dia packages no ya hihye no you enjoy packages no. One of the protege of the self-styled imposed and embattled Chief Chukudi Jude, Destiny Austin Omon, has been seen on several occasions mocking those leading the citizens' arrest campaign. However, following his own arrest on the 19th of October, he has since backtracked, now claiming to have no knowledge of his earlier stance. Obi anim no. Ebra ne yanyanche no abrante or Chukudi Jude, the protege. I have friend Destiny Austin Omon. Ebra yanche no abrante edi the citizens' arrest. Empening for we saw my trip ya chenwa on the 19th, you know. Also, ono kwa do nimo asem bia anu do mbeka asem bia o ene e ho nkeka ho ne ade ade. When say Nigerians ni suban tem and tro and nada akohwisem. I mean, I don't know how you be see den ate wo munyi me bia se and what kind of human species ben and wo moye flip-flopping all throughout. Take a listen to him.
The fact that you made videos saying that you had men waiting for you.
I didn't say I had.
What did you say?
I said I went to Igbo's house and I saw men, policemen there. I didn't say Igbo warriors. I didn't say Igbo men.
Did you say that you are waiting for Dr. Hassan Ayaga and his boys to come?
I can see the ground preparation for Ayaga in his house. They were ready, men. I mean, men were ready in the house cooking fufu, waiting for Hassan Ayaga yesterday when I got there. The house was full of men. They were making fufu and ready for you to come and dine with them.
Come so that
me, I didn't say that. You can watch the video again.
You are going to watch it.
Yes, I went to Dr.
So come on.
And I met his in-laws who are even Ghanaians there.
Daddy, I'm doing that. No worry.
All right. Just hold on. Let me
come and let's go.
No, wait. Yes. Let him be inside. Let him be inside.
Are we seeing well? Folks, make a short break me ba. Afiye Senegal, Kumase, then we peruse, bring out all the investigations that has led to this tragic death of this Senegalese goalkeeper. I'll be right back. Great, welcome back to Ghana Speaks Extension. Of course, in this edition, we dive into the disturbing story, the tragic death of a Senegalese national who met his untimely death in Kumasi, Ghana. Our intelligence sources reveal that tension is mounting back in Senegal as questions and emotions continue to rise over the shocking incident. Tonight, we go deeper, speak exclusive with our correspondents who touch base with a Ghanaian Senegalese national who broke the entire mystery all to the Frontline. Folks, it's just about 9 minutes gone past the hour. What? 9. This is the Frontline special edition.
The day of reckoning is here. It is not the end of the world. It is the end of darkness and the beginning of light and truth. Something that has never happened before. After many years of undercover investigations, all politics, religion, business, and more. It is time to blow the cover.
Great, guys. Welcome back to the Frontline special edition. Now, so far, Enyoma Yang Kavano Edoso. And see Intimian Fanina Mremoa. Maybe definitely Monday, yes. But of course, it's a running story. You're just saying that between the go, but you intimia, you'll be able next week, dear home. Now, your correspondence has been on the beat ever. Now, your correspondent, a Ghanaian Senegalese national, a dinkomo, then someone a PMU, kwanye faso abrantie, obe PMU ewo kumasi abontenso, leading to the kidnap, then to that of the death. Very, very tragic. Our correspondent is still on the beat tonight. A lot is going on. Of course, Reina Equia Asantewa is the one on the beat on the Senegalese ni Osanye Ghana on the Dinkomo. Na wa ubeti insem no tie niye mesra ocha waso ne tie nkomo e koso as we are now breaking into the very inner circle of how this tragic story we be live because you're not about to see Senegal and Ashanti. Nkomono said ya on a correspondent in Nkomono AC Ekwe. Take a listen to this.
Ghana no bebia mewremu na mene wo makasa mese Ghana for ntisa endra me ho wo TV so a wo mo kasa wo mo se Ghana for wo mo yesade no Ghana for wo mo
Senegal TV so okay
Senegal for TV so wo mo kasa Ghana for wo mo ahwe wo memu wo mo Ghana ni a o ya de pasapasa na se wo komunipada so we Ghana for na wo mo Senegal ni nya wo mo ye fish ejuma so fish ejuma wo mo de ejuma kwa na wo mo ni
yeah de Ghana for the MP basabasa
and run kwa de wo mo TV so sa na wo mo kan wo mo si we mo na nipa na wo mo ye sade no wa hwa wo mo free Ghana wo mo free baby na wo mo be fry mu
yes
so we sana Senegal for and wo mo TV no wo mo ka wo mo se kosa we mu na wo mo aya de no wo mo nim se wo mo ye Ghana ni akasa wo mo free baby a wo mo abe fry mu wo but ye Ghana ni pa na obeye sade no
yeah
wala endra sana wo mo kan sisi a wo Ghana fo mpo a wo mo Senegal wo sisi ambo wo mo pese wo mo pie na
yes because it was a Ghana for MP and wasem otima say and sisi eni abaye so ntino wo ye de peace otima say ntimi ye pese ye hu be ye Senegal for ye hu be ye mo hi wo nti
but idea no etuda we mu na wo mo kan asem no wo mo hwe baby asem no start ye but asem no asem ye se wo hwe baby idea no start ye ina baby idea no kodu ye se we ho akola na danfo mechi no say ya na wati ase aba me mechi na today
bra o ketchi kwampo better than me nketchi
pase tamwe na mo Senegal no me no obi ntumi nketchi wo mukasa no nko ase we ho
how meti ase pa me ase
akola no oni na danfo na danfo pa akola de bia owo sana danfo ni fiempo no didi e ho na wo ye na di nyina ba na danfo no eno di kan ko Ghana na danfo no ono di kan ko Ghana o di kan ko Ghana no o nya ense wan hwe benya bosom ba ku sei na danfo no ena o sign free na danfo we na wo mekum no o frɛ no say me pese o bagana say na danfo no Ghana po no o ye ne pressure say ombra
it's na ono so kon wan hwehwe mu yie because na danfo yonko boni
no wo mu mieno de bia eto danfo a na danfo ni fie no didi eto danfo e ho no da say ye wo
mo ti say nnuanom kra
enna me kan but okay we no akola na nkasa ne ma me ko na danfo ne ma me ho ma me mienu no oko ne ba no beko Ghana no oko ba ko ne ma me ho no ko bisa ne se oba na owo Ghana no me pese wo chire mu kakra na se bebi owo no e ho asem ni ho na se ade bi o si no ne ba na owo Ghana ne de no o se ho ye good e ho ye se no kwa dia o se ho ye good se no kwa dia na ya na mana wakomato ye pase oba no so ko hodia e kire se memba mienu wo mo akohia wo o ka sa kire maame no so no so tia se obegya ne ba no na wa
no so wanto ne bo an fif man ya hwehwemu sam para
but adena wontem no we no di kan ko Ghana no ni nua mienu so ankase se wo onene we na wo muku no ese wo muko baako
o kumuko bom e wo ho
wo muko bom na wo muko pase baako no we di kan akọ baako no wo ho we na wo frɛ wo mo no Ofre na danfo no. Ene ono ankasa ne nua mienu. Esese wo mo miensa wo mo beto no wo Ghana.
E pa se jo wo Ghana no ankasa ne nua no mienu. Na nka yeso mo so mbeka ne ho e wo Ghana ho. Na plus we ya omuku mu no.
Wo be ye miensa
no ma Ghana together. Okay.
But ofre wo mo no ono ankasa ne nua mienu no. Wo mo se no wo mo ye ready.
Okay.
Wo mo ye ready. Enu nti we na ba kono na danfo no. Ina offer ka o de hwe ka Ghana to Senegal to Ghana.
Ekwa
hey, one for play ka na offer.
Ekwa
sewe me sama father me tam we na mo Senegal na me bagana no. Efim na me fai breya me breya no.
Hey, how many hours? Undam kwaso for how many hours?
Me cheyo me buy na me chini nyina yira but
no, me pay so office Senegal Eco Ghana with Basa. And also Trotra. How many days are here? Who spend it
Senegal to Mali 3 days.
3 days
for 5 days. 5 days na we to Ghana. 5 days.
Hey.
Why 5 days? Parce que we share Senegal to Mali ube remu na ube pia 3 days. Ura Burkina 4 days. Burkina de ube remu de na we do Ghana
Aumache. Okay.
So that great. Any day you be no 5 days.
5 days preko.
Enu ti akolano obaye no. Obaye no beto na down for no wo. Sewe oye na that na down for no obise sika obisane ma sika
before akwani na down for the kai ebise ma sika
debi akolano kodu ye no
yeah
no obisane ma sika se baby a wa ban sa team no wo mo bisa wo musika bia ese wo mo ko baby
yeah okay
ose oba team no
so tia bibi kaka hostel maybe yeah
paper assembly ese oda nyina ese o sika kakra ba so we ho betimi aye ne nyina mo ina ma me no so se ono de ni sika ne ndoso anka okono anka wo muka sika sempo anka
akobenya time obebo no ho kakra
but wo mukono manka sika sem ono so kae no ena ono so kofa sika kakra sika kakra na ewo ne nche no ono so kofa se ma wo mu
o de sene ne ba no
o de sene ne ba ono de bia se wo mu fra we nti a oba Ghana no se ofre ba ko no wante ne nkape ofre na dan fo no beto no ha o se de bia o wo de nche don na dan fo mienu no wo mu mienu na ewo ho
eti pass ma me no onti ne ba ne ka crampo no hu se ne ba no or you okay like every time you be free bia na dan fo na efa phone
no se ofre na dan fo na eto da onya ne ba no se ofre ne ba na we nya na wa ofre na dan
wa ofre na dan fo okay Matias okay
se we ho de bia wo mo bisa wo mo se ade ne ye okay ade nyina ye okay sewe ho obisa ne ba na o ne ba ne sta ade nyesa ba na no obisa sika e bia obisa sika obia ne ma mi so o se sika ne doso but akolano wo mo ye ya na obisa ne picture say o se obi na o send ne picture no say na wo mo wo de sika na ade no but sa picture na wo mo de kire say wo mo wo akolano sika na ade no de no sa picture no say na mo Senegal nyina ho ye no mo si debi sa picture we de enye picture
enye no kore ye fake
enye
picture
ma me no akolane ma me na picture bi pe
semeti asia abufra ne ebise ma me every time sika debia no na one day no ma me enya sika na amfa ma no oho na mo start se mo send ma me picture
Debi ma me di kan send
Okay.
Parce sikana wo bisa no se parce me se minim gana sikana minim sefa Senegal fo musikana sefa.
Sefa, yeah.
Bisa no also wo bisa no 850 000.
859 de CFA. That's
858.
Okay, 858 CFAs. Okay. Okay.
But ono also wenya ni nyina ma wo mo also nya 600 bi ma wo mo. 600,000.
Okay.
Also nya also wo mo ntu wo mo boase. Ya on de sika no obenya ma wo mo.
Inti me paucho sa tabla no mo
womanka kidnap is accept. So womanka kidnap is accept. But my minister had it na obi say ni picture bi say akola no why accident. So
just like that. Wow.
So I did you know be sending a picture catcher and say akola no ban wenya
accident.
Wenya accident. What's the accident? What's the accident? Ya muncha photo accident ni na dia no mano na onhwe. Ena onipa no sending a picture bia iso bia wo mo de sikan ya wo woro say my media wo say obi de ne my media wo de ade bi che no say pe na nakumeto ade ni see no wo mo say my media photo no bra na ye nhwe my media yi picture no. Say na my media kan you know sana my media kan but wo mo bi say the picture no wentimi yi picture number.
Ebusiafo omo no ebusiafo mu bisa ma me say yi picture no mo pese mo hu picture no.
Say my minister will be sending the picture say
the ban
wo mo akola na why accident.
Wenya accident, yeah.
Wenya accident. So say accident no o say we say accident mun send
picture
accident no and I say picture accident no car na born no and I say car no accident yes mun send na me hu say why accident na wo mun send obi isi obi we wu say and I say ade bi say
obi
but mama ni awoka no enye no kore parce picture na awoka no wo mo say so parce say obi send me picture na wo mo bisa say picture no wo here say me picture no a kire wo picture we no wo mo design
sa pepe
o se picture ni nche say we I didn't say ni aye pasano
na me pese bi bisa say it se picture ni say me yet say Ghana for yet say this a picture no as a picture be circulate any amabonten you boy no say ya wo won se kan parampara
ayampa they be wo create picture be there be sa picture na
say a fake picture AI
a fake picture wo mo ka se wo mo kuma akola no anasa akola na ewu no ina wo mo frɛ na danfo na okoto no wo ho wo mo frɛ no na wo mo se mo hoye akola na se ai wo mo hoye na danfo na okoto no wo ho no o se na hoye wo mo se wa danfo no wo he o se ma danfo ni nie wo me nkyɛn ye yanti asio o se na danfo
na nyemo na mo se abo
ye tese akola no wo mo ekuno Senegal for start here wo ense nkola no bia wo mo kidnap wo mo say na kasa na start here
into without any further like mo hwehwe mu krampo hu say ye no kra na say ye no kare
enu ti wo mo kase wo mo ekuno na sese ade wo mo attack Ghana for mo so wo mo hwehwe ade mu ye say ni ade no koye ina wo mo hwehwe mu na ense Ghana for say akola no obi na ode ne ba hospital sewe wo mo se akola no obi na ode ne ba hospital ka kire wo mo se eye Eyenunia.
Okay.
Obi na odi ne ba hospital ho se Eyenunia wo ye accident.
Onya accident.
Na odi ne ba ha. Aha. O se we onipa na odi ne ba ho no Eyenunia. Sa no kan. Otiase ye.
Metiase nipa ni twantro se Eyenunia.
Aha.
Na ninya na nya akwanhia accident.
Aha. We nya accident any tia no dia but hospital ho wo mo hwe onipa na wo buka say why accident no enye senior we wo mo pra no wo mo say enye accident ade
enye accident
eyobi a wo mo de sekai wo
abuwo no
aha sana wo mo ka wo mo say eyobi a wo mo de sekai wo but wo mo say onipa ne de ba ho no o say ye nua but ordinary say wo mo ya na akora ne dwa ne ko ni baby
I pass a boy now see ye ni nua no odia ni nua ne ba ya penot pa no dwane ya
aha was also akora no we nya accident na we nya wo bisa say ade be na ye no say oyi akora we nya accident but ordinary ba ho no eya na no ojane free ho sana hospital for wo mo kan wo so wo mo bisa no wo say ye menua eno nti sade na say kosa na say wo bisa why necessary wo bisa na dan for no
you see how Ghana we are so good, we are so kind. Nanka hospital no obi do obi aba say ni prenya konhia as a nurse no hu ye no waka so hu say debi o we nipa no ye de sika ye bi na wo no sika na wo at that moment ya wo nurse say blowing alarm na security for bad no so boy ni nsem nipa no dey abofa ne bai no wo
the same thing ebiye Morocco hase se me Morocco hase na me free Senegal po me free Senegal nya yes se Morocco hase na me ye mejuma ebito the same thing Senegal ni na Senegal ni e sikabi na ewo omuntem si Senegal for wo ye aggressive ye kan se o ti
yes and the nimpa se Senegal for wo ye
aggressive Senegal for wo ye aggressive
very aggression
aha se wo mo bu se ya no
no mebu wo mo hu se kan
aha eno ti ne esi Morocco hase no e wo mo mi ni pa mi no a wo mo ye Senegal fo a ba ko na nke se wo di sika bi ma no ena ba ko no se o twen ye se ena ba ko no fa sika bi se o de hunu kakara into kwa kakre bi no de sika no wo no eno ano no ode no wo no mpo o kaisi onipa no mpo ono ankasa no sign fa onipa no ko hospital but Morocco hase no se wo monte se ye ho na de ni ho wo for police interna na se na dan fo ne de ko hospital pe wo mo share senior wo mo de sekan wo no pe wo mo free kutifo
entempana. This is how Anaka say Ghana hospital no more ye.
Ena wo mo bechi akola no. Wo mo se wo de kamu ye ade na ko so sen. O chichi a wo mo ho se ono na o de sekai wo no but wan she dampo. But na o de sekai na wo no dadada. But sakula sa Senegal ni wo mo chi no. But not down for Senegal no sa no we wo sa say kwa. Eno nti ade no wo Senegal fo wo mo hwehwe mu no. Eno nti sesia nia onipa na se wo no we wu dada eno nti se wo bisa hwan na se ye bisa na danfo na se ye hwe
bi ono ni suspect number 1 ono na ye suspect number 1 yes
sesia akola no kwana se ye hwehwe na ye hu no ono kwana obetumi a kyerɛkyerɛ mu sesia mame akola no wo mame bi no sesia ntoko wo muntem
mame fumienu no
ba ko no se wo ba na wa frɛ me ba wa baga na wo mekuno ko ono onimu bi se we
mehu pa eye dia se ya ne beba yes metwase
parce ono na o fra pressure to ne ba ne se wo de bra kana bra o ba ha ade ne be ye bo no se we o ba pe o benya team the pressure on post also on yes or beba but not down for no depression scene so
Adam for bonnet no
aha say woman you know woman 90 day be how and say oba say woman kum na ana say de ko sise ya
yes
obi obetimi a chire mu na down for
no obetimi a chire no so na we dwane
aha na down for no kwa no obetimi a chire mu
Inti boy na we dwane no o ma me no onim be bia ne ba na wo sisi a wo Ghana
no first na kola no we no ye freno ne ma me freno video call wo munya no wo mo bisa ne se wo hoye o se ai mo hoye pa wo mo se hwenye o se de bi hwenye me eno obisa ne ma me o bisa ne ma
me paucho any video na enam TikTok no I mami bi oni obi kasa no I say mami bi oni obi kasa o phone so no is it the same video a video na nkasa
why person ya ordinary mami anka wo mo kasa no eno se medu fia nia wo mo kasa na wo mo mami but wo Senegal for kasa na wo mo kasa eno metumi afa ni nyina se nia ma
okay yo mate
obe ho mami mienu no nia wo mo kan nyina kwa se mami mienu no we kan we ya na we ya kan we
me paucho ebe ye me depa
wo mo mami mienu no kwa Senegal for nia wo mo kan wo mo se we na ne bano di kan ko Ghana na ofre na danfo na sese omba no sa mami na wo mo sese womo fanatie na womo bisa no ye pa pase na danfo no ko ne ma me ko bisa ne question ansa na ne ba no ko ba ono ka se ho nyina di nyina ye good obetumi akọ
oh bra unya video yi ma me be me de pa me pa ocho
womo se Ghana fo na wo kumo ni pa anka se na danfo na se womo di kan kunu
yes sa
se wo se ho mo kumo ni pa na danfo na se womo di kan kunu pase ono oh adentina wo mu enku na danfo na wo mu eku no ono
question wo pa asem wo ho
aha adentina wo mu eku ono na wo mu eku na danfo na ofe na se bra no ena onipa no so na wadi akola no ba hospital no o se ye nunua
na bra me paucho video no yeah me paucho video no ama me formo kasa no me paucho ebe unya ma me be me de pa why me paucho
video na ma me ne kasa no
yes me paucho
okay ma me mienu no nia wo mo ka no eya me se nia ma
yes se ne ma me wa de paucho
ba ku mienu no ma me na ne ba na ewu no o se ba ku na ne ba di kan ko ye no o se akola no we ku ne ba no
no suspect okay
aha parce que na danfo na de bi ofe no se pra se we
me hu pa
adibisi a ono kwa no bitimi e chire eno ti ma me na ma we na odi kan ko ye no na danfo na ko ne ma me se na danfo we na wo ho no ono na we ku no eno so ma me no so na ono se ne pa no di kan ko ye no o si debi eno si we ma me we ka we ya ina ba ko no so akase sesi anto kapa o ne wo muntem sa ma me mienu no parce nipa bebrese ade no de ye be ho ase no Senegalese no wo ho na o frɛ no se bra no nko ana ye betumi enya na o betumi a kyerɛkyerɛ mu se ne ade no koye
yeah enti me pauchos esemetu ase text me Senegal funa kasa mangasa bo nima se di mu preko baby
Senegal ankasa wo mu nima asem no mo sewe Senegal ankasa wo mu nima asem we kan we ya na we ya kan we ya kan we ya eno tera me se ade no de ye nya botre na ye nje ade no ma kutifo wo mu ye wo mu ejuma parce que kutifo se wo mu ye ejuma wo mu be ye se wo mu yire fimpo na se ade bi se ya na wo mu ho ade no se na danfo we na we dia no so she hemfo mpo wo mu be ye se no wo mu yire fia na se ade bi se obe ho na wo mu sakan se we ho aha eno ti na danfo we no wo ho no ɛno na meka no ɔno nko a na ɛsɛsi a yɛsɛsɛ yɛyɛ ade nyinaa yɛbɛhu no anaasɛ yɛbɛkye no parce que akwadaa no woyɛ no yɛfrɛ no video call no yɛnya no but wɔn yɛkyerɛkyerɛ wanhwɛ adeɛ no starte kasa no dɔɔso no wanhwɛ na ɔdum ne phone ɔno nso yɛhu baabi a wɔwura wanhwɛ mpo a ne maame se ne maame na waka kyerɛ sɛ dum phone
yes ɔmfa ne ho nkɔsie asɛm aba
sɛ wei ho
ɔmfa ne ho nkɔsie
wote ase wote
wotwi no ase paa me ade yɛ me wɔma ne sɛ wo sɛ nkurɔfo no selegafo no ɔmo nim ahwɛ no asɛm no mu o ɛno ne sɛ mo ankasa
Senegal was young Connie Mammy Hot, Nema, when I would can call you now of Fenama, Nemamino. Nemane or the Nebacasa de Bia now. Bacuno Okoy and say, oh, Missy Okono could be some Mamino ye, or could be also Obano baby on a fine. I say, oh, you're fine, pa, oh, maybe baby on a fine. And I just said, Bana say, well, Musu, we were. Wow, was a parabra, one quan over to me at Chirimu. Huh?
Hey,
Crombenso, oh, Hanfa, oh, Swiss.
Me Pacha, I know Switzerland. But it's no who here.
No, see me, who no man, me force me.
Ah,
say, Ofa Obi Ghana, and I say, Obi. Pressing over pressing to Obi so Ghana said, no, bra, mention bra. Yeah, I did ha. I couldn't so bound China say, Obewa. Why no bet me at church? My young one no bet me at church.
Exactly, Sapa Pepe.
One quan no bet me at church. One quan. Okay, say one quan. One quan. Send energy a colonel quan, a colonel.
Onu kwa bit ma cheche mo because no yes we no di nipa na wadafre ko hospital ho onua ko hospital ti no ni masem ni mo
Debi wo mo se onipa na ode ne ba hospital for mo anka se yesa na danfo no na ode ne ba wo mo se onipa na ode ne ba hospital no o se ye ni nua
nti o pat se nipa di transfer
wo mo bisa ne di no wo se ye fre no Yefeno Dempo. Isa. What's your friend Isa? But only permit me a bonibiso call hospital that won't be sunny dear. I was so bet you made the for Biamo. Sending you now. Yes. Say Mohosa, I don't know you're dangerous. I'm a call almost a wait a minute. But second of four, Samushia, Swissa. So. Or to them, Bobeka say you would and I say, oh,
yes. So you did bomb your yes.
So I be you. Morocco has said the same Senegal for you, me a woman, ye near for. Aha. And it's almost when you put out in a power space, no. Or in a buyer, no, or say you near why accidents. And Tiana, but or say near why accident or the naba. In our mufano, what would you call Muna? Only Panajanico, baby.
Wow.
But Ghana so my name Argentina hospital or cameras in your and I say I gave me name says hospital, but the hospital in a second, but the hospital in a second, but the hospital in a second, but the
Wait, sorry, about Sasa back. Why, Kafra.
Okay.
Na me pa cho.
Masene video me no na mo.
Okay. Ya me hu. Okay. Me hu. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My name Senegal ni be na obetumi aya obetumi. O de my name se onim Senegal ni ana se onim Senegal ni.
Oh.
O the picture o the send na wa bisa na se o se den wa.
Okay.
Na wait tie no.
Yo, Mate, o de mrene do a mefro no translate ya my why ye paucho why ye paucho pa. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Yes, so na me paucho aside of ye bana we fumu ya we wu no. Uncrofo say there's nkola bi so Senegal fun nkola move 5 and as 6
de beside de no see ya no obehu say ewiase de yesa de bi sisi ya obehu say nipa bebre we ye fi ha say me so say na me so say
me so beba
aha adentia na wo mo anka dada no
na afi na mabeka okay
adentia na wo mo anka dada na de bi sisi na obi epie say memba wo mo aye ne say me ho oba bi mpo ono so me ho so ono so kasa ono so ba gana no na danfo bi Senegalese no de ne ba ha de ne ba ye no okodu obedu gana no ofa no ne sanka no no so ka di basa wo munyina wo mobwa
no yes I did Ghana and Senegal we don't have problem you need problem I don't yes I think
say area se asa net adibisi sia obi ho say we mu epie no me ko ha se no me ko ha but Endra Senegal for mo ye wo mo TV no na oni wo mo nyina trans na wo mo ka Ghana for asem wo mo say no Ghana wo mo ye nipa bia wo mo ye aggressive wo mo say Ghana ni yes ade no say ade no ko se ya na sa de bi ko se ya say ampa no say wo mo ekumo nipa na wo mo nim say enye Ghana ni na wa yes ade no me donya me sa na wo mo kan Endra
na se bra de wo omo ye de mo gu Ghana fo ni ma se omo say din
se we mo na wo mo nim Ghana na we mo na wo mo nkusuku na wo mo ne nam abonje wo mo na wo mo kasa ade no
we de se fane na omo je se Ghana fo ye nipa bone fo ye kunkun nipa ye kidnapping nipa omo say din
se we ho but wo mo say enda wo mo ye TV no we mo na wo mo nim Ghana wo mo nim Ghana fo wo mo say Ghana fo wo mo jo
you don't want
to Ghana ni yo bia oye aggressive me di kan frɛ wo mo no me so sa na me ka kire wo mo me ka kire wo mo dada me si we mo na wo mo ya de no wo mo ye Ghana fo say am passe ade no sa na ko e wo me kum na me si debi Ghana ni sa akoma no se we me si Ghana ni sa akoma no
nti
we so me ho say me ho say wo mo ka wo mo TV so sa pepepe na wo mo ka wo Ghana fo mo dis sa Ghana fo dance
okay
video we na ma seni ama no so wo di chase ni ga ni ana we bisa ma me mienu we na ade be na wo mo aka
yo mpachi yo mate bra wa boa me yo
ma me we so ka we ya we na wa ka we me ba ne ko wo na wo be ka kire me say yes ma me say wo boa wa be bisa me hwe se we ho ade no so mo ma me mienu na start o so o bara na o se pressing wo me ba na say ombra ni nche oba no we wu no se akola na o fefe no sa akola na se ye hwehwe no se sia
ye be hwehwe ne pa ye be hwehwe no
se sia akola ne wo mo se akola ne wo yo se sia ye be ye den nya ye be ye na se akola no wo ho na o fre no se bra no ono na ese ye hwehwe no na ye hwehwe hwan so no de ne ba ya o si we ye menua ina o gane ko ni baby
yo mate
eno ti ade no me ankasa se me gina ade na wan hwa ye wo mum
wow omo ankasa
okay omo ankasa wan shempo na danfo we na ofe wan shempo no mpo betumi awo na sekan
na se Senegal akuma kiki
me metu kwan bebre me ka tiro se me Ghana se me ni hotwe me na okwa aware wo Senegal me yakola ketekete na me koto no ho
wow
sewe ho ho na me wa na me ko Mauritania
bra
ko cheo Mauritania kakran so na me sen fi ho ba Morocco hase
what wa boa Ghana for
me tu kwa bebre Senegal for me kase wo mukasa no se na me kase wo mukasa no chi mpo sewe ho me ka wo mukasa no chi mpo entina me se me na metumi kan mienu no we mu omuka ina maka na omuka oho na chem na mu ehu ntem bebi amuko
yo mpache yo yate
Senegal for omuka French omuka English papa anase we mu uti we na oka English awo hunze we no wakusuku yi anase we tukanya cha obetumi ya de wo English mu kakara ba Senegal for te se Ghana for Senegal for omuka zana omuka wolof si Ghana for ketwi sa ne wo ha
mehu wall of read and mean pass Senegal for customer kapa wall of mo dialect
yes Senegal for this so yes Senegal ni na se on wall of there tres se on
yes Senegal ni
no Senegal ni on titwi on bisa o so on titwi
so no ye be boss suspect sisia
Esse mene gana ni be
na na pa ba me platform so o ka so ye gana ni kwa pe si debi o ye gana ni
o si debi pase ni aoka no me ti so ka se no wa shala ta phone se te o mo bagana yen fa dai ma wo mo o se ala ta phone no se ye de dai ma wo mo but I don't know yes se yan fa dai ma wo mo yes se ye ko Nigeria wo mo be de dai ma
oh bra as ye ni ala ta for asem de o de one day make sure ala ta from kunkum ye yo o mo kidnap ye kunkum ye Ghana for insane
no eno ache me ma me say tan we no Ghana no
so debio and yes encho recently this year
it's me say tan we na o ya kola no o ka wo mo ase bebre
yes
also no ko ho se o kuye juma na ko mo ton no mbo obi no ka chere no ojani ye do mo de o ma se me bebre
me say and kidnapping
me say yen hwe bebi a ade free
efriba yo mate
asem no won hwe bebi a wo kuma kola no obehwe bebi a kola ni free se ne ko so ho akola no fa ka obedu ye na
ye be pa ye be hwehwem pa ye be hwehwem
se si na danfo no na se ye hwehwe na danfo no odi na chi bra no
me pa o chop bra
me wan sha ne ma me na o sisi asisi a wan sha samaba odi do mo fo no na fa ho she baby
se nka ye be hu baby a abofra no na danfo efie na abofra ne kɔ hɔ no ekɔhwɛ na danfo se efie no sanka be hu wɔ na aka be ye depa yanka se be kɔ hɔ akɔyɛ investigation yeah
ono nkuna danfo no nkwa na esese yesumi ye be ya de bia ye be hu no
okay yo mate
obi ntumi nchire mu bebe na danfo no nkwa
yo mate
paste ono na o ka se bra ono no ka se bra na yen yesei wo mo Senegal ne nyina na danfo no ni fie na wo mu didi wo mo na wo mu ko bebe a
ti se nnuanom
so se bra na me ba na se me be wo se ba na se me be wo a me na se wo mu bisa
sa pepepe
so no so pesa o di chire mo no di she kidnapping for so parce otukwan bebra me hu se me hu ekwan tu bebra o hu se onua bi mpo beba o nche na wo ma se ni sike bi ama na wo ni hwe wan hwe mpo o da obetumi a wo no sika
yes eno dia sike nibre sana de baba
eno wo mu
ewo ho but ye Ghana for there was ye Ghana for bra wanga so ni o ye Ghana ni ye mpɛ moja
no
Ghana for ye tibu ye de ye dadamba ye dadaba
se o hwe we mu na wo mu ko a Senegal for se onyini wo ho a wo de Ghana nation a wo be ko no rough but Senegal for se na wo mu ta ko no ene Ghana ne se na wo mu ko no ye ba ko na ye ba ko parce que Senegal for wo mu ye practice bi a ye ko
practice was a Ghana for
ye ko practice
o kaya na se ye jiga ye sanso mu a ye nje mu
no
yo bra we de me da se pa nyame hira thank you so much
ye nyina ye ba ko ye nyina sisi ade me adenta me fro bi na me checha me nya hwe mo so me senia me se me kita Senegal for kratampo Ghana moja ne wo me hunem
Sa pepepe.
Me kita Senegal for Mukra Tampua, Gana Moja ne. I do want us to cover Ghana for our almost say.
No, number so.
Miss says, and because we're not coacha, would the best send me fear at here. Senegal flag, not gonna flag never.
Oh.
My NFF be a woman fear.
Oh,
they be a me, almost I would you free him for who free Ghana and Senegal. That's the Ghana for Canada, give Senegal for Canada market.
Okay. No, bra me paucho wankasa uminoka so ye flow say me paucho.
Ye frame Mamudo.
Okay, Mamudo.
Yeah, ye frame Mamudo.
Okay. Mamudo.
Yeah, metre me dina kasa mo.
Yo medase. Me so oni me kasa ye frame Asantoa. Yes.
Okay, Martin.
Yo.
Me ye frame Mamudo. Me wagana na ye frame Mamudo Dauda.
Mamudo. Asin fosu. Okay, site. Okay.
Asin fosu. Okay. Oko se ya ubesia fa kai bia ko ikrase na mi fro as ye fro se basofi nimbo.
Okay.
Asin for society.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yo, bro.
No problem. Now we frame bia nya beti say Senegal for kase ni bia mi ko du pese ya.
Yo.
Mesia hwehwem na obuka ende nyina. Mesia ka but we mu na wo bu pie say wamaye umuse wa Ghana wamaye muse we adentina woman Canada womukia dibisesi na obia etwa
media from mon kanche muse monja esa but mo guga eyesa na mo create ntokwa yentem
wo mo be create but wo mo nim say no say wo Senegal wo nim say Ghana ni yesa de no wo mo simbi mu na wo mo be free ye mo wo mo yesa de
no bra uko internet mese mugu ye nimu ase mugu ye hu fin muse ye di na bra me da se why nti we de mesa me de ubesi ase nti nyame adoma o saso beti me ka yo na me pachi yakopon ka ho no mbon ho ban
e bia mo be ke me bia no problem
Mate pa.
Da umbo femi bia.
Yo mate.
Monsa be kame.
Yo mate dodo. Nyame shop pa.
Mese ni mi frese si a kire na we flag me no se nyame dia bomo.
Yo de Mamudu said. Oh. Yo mate. All right then. Good night dear. Bye.
Ghanaians, I believe they will follow story pa. This is our source. In Senegal, your correspondent Reina Ekuya Santua, fantastic, doing the great job. Sweetheart, did it great. Conducted the interview. Now, Branty on any Kase, where a guy in your science Senegalese. Either so make French, and Ekuya does well in French. But Oka French in Nimzeko Kumente. When you say Ghana for us into French, and fortunately, we got the source who can also speak in Fikasan. Now, when faced, there are more things to come. Well, now it has become revealed that the two friends who facilitated the arrival of Chet Touare into Ghana has finally arrived in Mali. Sources close to investigations confirm that intensive inquiries are currently underway as authorities work to uncover the true circumstances surrounding Touare's movement and connections to his tragic death. Nti wo se utia enkomono no ye Senegalese source ni chemu se emrantie mienu ebi connected to sa Touare no. Sisi e ka say information je say wonu medru Mali yenya sa information Africa de asen abeto dwakra sisi e ka say wonu mekodru Senegal Emma make us say the Senegalese authorities have arrested them. But yentie ebra yenya information say umedru Mali hono. Yentie sa aspect from the source. Take a lesson.
Obosi akola na umekunu na damfuna ode ne ba Ghana no. Na damfuna me say ono de wo mu ho na wo be ho ade nyina na ase no. Wa frede busian force o Mali. Wa frede busian force o Mali. donc adeɛ no de yɛbɛhu ano sesi a parce que no damfo no a ɔhyɛ no pressure sɛ ɔmbra Ghana no sɛ wehu ɛna na damfo no baa Ghana no a wɔ mu ekunu anaasɛ weewu no de bia meka me sɛ ɔno nko a na wobɛtumi akyerɛkyerɛ adeɛ no mu ɛno nti yɛka adeɛ no nyame sɛ yɛnhwehwɛ saa akɔla no ɛna wɔ mu mmienu na wɔ mu mmiɛnsa na ɛwɔ hɔ sɛ yɛ nipa wɔ mu kum mmanfo a adeɛ nti na wɔ mu mmienu no wɔ mu adwane akɔ wɔ mu baabi ɛno nti sɛ yɛ wei na wafrɛ sɛ sɛsi a wɔ Mali no wɔ kwan so a wɔba Senegal no ɔno na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛkye no na ɔka ne wɔ mu no okay nkɔla mmienu no nie baako no yɛfrɛ no Momo baako no nso yɛfrɛ no Bamba Momo ne Bamba.
Great. Now, mmeranteɛ no mmienu no ɔmo AD ma guy no toare no ɛbaa no wɔn na ɔmo gu screen so no. Yeah. Folks, for want of time, we have another audio. Ni emu nsɛm bi a epia ehu paa. Ɛne nsaa nkrai mmienu sisi a wɔn mo ekoduru Senegal. But then the circumstances why ɔmo lay a guy ne ba Ghana, they kidnap him and then they killed him. And Wasian is saying, that is still a story that is not yet told. Folks, and the front line is on this very investigation, sir. Emunsem audio bi wo hɔ a ɛno bɛkyerɛ saa nsɛm ni a yɛntumi ɛmmɔ saa bere a time na so. Yɛde bɛkɔ akɔhyɛ next week, man, because this is a pretty fascinating, it's a developing story. And we have, because a lot of people are interested in knowing how Abrantia no obedru Ghana sabi de wenya ni na, but echira some de year ma if you obedru ya wo mo started say wo mo ye den efrefre ne ma gigi skankitin kitimi ade a koko wie say afi now ye ku no wo mo de ne koto hospital ye de ne koto no pabam no mu dwane ye. What is really the underpinning factors that led to the guy's murder? Folks, the Frontline show is bringing you all back to back. Nyankopon Monday will definitely bring you the very part 2 of this. Again, Monshan also said, the Nigerian crisis, Ghana Nigerian tide, the Frontline is going to give you. Now, Muntio, there is going to be one of the biggest bombshell Ebelande Enche. Ebia ye sa murder case we are. Ne ebasa bombshell no so. A bombshell. Last time, me 2 questions be the bisa. The cell style imposed and embattled Chuku di Jude. Why any a friend of Prince Owell? And why and so the friend of Emperor? And then me the Bakubeka home. Why and a Chukudi, you know, to be called Linda Grace? Who is Linda Grace? This bombshell when I'm Kwemuba. Just say, it's really hot. Yeah, a massive bombshell that is about to rock the surface of this country about this Ghana Nigerian tide. Folks, this of course has been the Frontline show. Of course, coming to you live from this very HQ here in the studios of CTV. Channel to say program where am I? At the YouTube, the Frontline. Sorry, guys. Yes, yes, me sorry see. The bianwa, ye biana mo pe repeated no. Call YouTube, uko YouTuber, Mr. Edaho. Call nafa program no. Na share ne back. Ubetin se ni na se. Biom wo hwe nso anya kwadworo. Fema wadanfo unie bi na ono so ntumi eden onya show ni bi na onhwe. Okay, na ne man koye. Great guys say bo me chidam Echo Besmark and of course online editor Kins Campbell. Then the 2 men, indefatigable executive producer Yao Yamba, incredible good guys, Nemame production, editors at large, and not Kofi Ejiri, Kofi Ansa, and a bomb chidom. nyankopon ya adoma Monday ye ba e de part 2 hot e de betwa so the air mat Senegalese anyway met is untimely dead. Still, like I said, there's another bombshell. I know what any bombshell kase ye hu adwuma about Chukwudi Jude ebe hit the ground bam with flash. Folks, go and then watch this show on YouTube. More particularly more part 2 no at the YouTube na kona kwahwem. My name still remains Kweku and I'm your investigative journalist. I'll definitely come your way again next week Monday 8:05. Guys, enti sa issue we any correspondence Reina Nanekria Asantua are on the beat and she's working pretty fascinating, working it all out for us to get all the back-to-back issues in Ane Yenso Yade Yababe report to Ediamo. My name remains Kweku and until I come your way back, same time Monday 8:05. Have a good weekend.